Some exciting news has dropped from Mushoku Tensei and Classroom of the Elite, so if you're interested in this news, definitely stay tuned. Let's just jump right into the one that I think probably 99% of the people that click this video are looking forward to, and yes, that is that they have announced a sequel to Mushoku Tensei. And not just that, the exciting thing, there's two exciting things that has come from this. The first is that they're announcing a second season, so I know there's a lot of question as to if it was going to be a movie for the sequel or if they're going to go right into another season, and yes, season it is. Now, unfortunately, we don't know when this is going to be airing. They just have greenlit a second season, and so production has to happen. I'm not sure exactly how far they're into it, but at least we know it's coming. Now, granted, now everybody's saying, well, look, it was supposed to have a full adaptation. Well, I even said when we first got that announcement that things can happen. Companies can cancel things, and so to know that they are actually having another season does tell me that this is something they're going to continue going on, and we haven't had any sort of upsets in the production side of things. So yes, that has me extremely excited. I love this series to death. I am so looking forward to more of this to come out and to look forward to where it's going in the future. And of course, this was announced during their pre-screening of the OVA that is, of course, being released with the Blu-ray. Now, we don't have any sort of confirmation on exactly how that's going to be served in the West. It is due to release on Blu-ray in Japan on March 16th, so we'll have to wait to see if possibly Funimation or Crunchyroll is going to pick that up. I guess it wouldn't be Funimation at this point, but if Crunchyroll will be picking this up. And if not, yeah, that's something that I'm probably not going to be able to avoid going after from other sources. They also did release a trailer for that specific OVA. I'm staying away from it. I know exactly what it's supposed to be about. It's supposed to be about this side story with Eris, and during the entire time that she was kind of going off goblin slaying. But yeah, I'm super pumped for that, and I cannot wait. Now, unfortunately, again, we don't really know exactly when Mushoku Tensei Season 2 is going to air. I assume probably at this point, being this late, not saying that it's already pretty much done or whatever, they're saying it's greenlit. I would assume probably fall of this year at the earliest. I don't really necessarily see this being a summer or definitely not a spring show. So I probably think fall, most likely winter of next year, which is unfortunate, but it's, again, at the same time, it's one of those things of like, I don't rush it. Just take your time, don't rush it. I want as great of quality as possible, so definitely if anything pops up, I'll definitely let you guys know. As I've mentioned before, I do have currently a lot of the light novel currently ordered. I will be reading it all the way up until the point that the anime is adapting and doing my thoughts on it in videos on this channel, so definitely stay tuned for that. Unfortunately, it seems like 7 Seas doesn't like making money, so they're printing other stuff and not reprinting Mushoku Tensei, even though I was just clamoring that they need to print now as the season 1 has ended so that people can actually buy it. And I know that a lot of people out there were trying to buy it, so we'll see though. It looks like they're restocking, and every time that they get a new date, they push it back more, at least the retailers have. So hopefully eventually I can get that series in my hands, good copies, not ones that are damaged, and then I can do that for you guys. It'll be a lot of fun. I've always enjoyed the idea that typically light novels will have a lot more inner dialogue and more inner thoughts than usually they get adapted because it kind of ruins pacing. So I'll definitely be interested to see what sort of mindset the characters have. And I've actually heard that there was other characters that had some inner dialogue that was cut as well, that would definitely be interested to hear exactly what they're thinking. I specifically Eris, I've heard that mentioned, so stay tuned for that. Hopefully, again, comes here soon. Moving on to our second piece of news, yes, Classroom of the Elite has, of course, got a confirmation for a second season, but I guess they decided that wasn't enough to announce. They want to announce more. So they did say that the second season for Classroom of the Elite will be broadcasting in July 2022, so it's just right around the corner. But like I said, additionally, not thinking that was enough, they have announced a third season will be greenlit for 2023. So plenty for all the fans out there of Classroom of the Elite. That's another one that I'm thinking about going back and checking out the first season again and try to figure out what I was having an issue with, just so that it can possibly be ready for the second and third season, because it seems like it's something that's a little bit special if they're doing that much of it. For those unfamiliar with Classroom of the Elite, because it's been technically what, 5 years since we had the first season adapted? It essentially follows a school that is kind of seen as a utopia. There's like a ranking systems to the merits of each class. So if one class does really well, their rank goes up. And it seems like a lot of their, I don't know, benefits or freedoms are kind of centered around that ranking system. So a lot of emphasis is put on essentially how well each of the classes do. And of course, a lot of focus is on the worst of the rank, this one class that is doing the worst, and it kind of has each of the classes do some competitive stuff later on. At some point, I think they end up going to an island. It gets weird, but like I said before, it's been a long time, so I'm definitely looking forward to go back and checking it out. For next bit of news, Inspector Season 2, which we've already previously talked about it being announced for a second season, we do actually know when it's going to premiere, and that's in October, so this will be a fall show. Definitely looking forward to that. I've mentioned several times before, it's a series that I really like the concept, I like the characters, I just had my issues with the later part of the first season that kind of felt like it dragged on, but I am looking forward to seeing more of that world and exactly what they can do with the character, and it's got some really solid chemistry in there that it can do some really cool stuff with, along with some really great character designs. Additionally, some exciting news for me with the second season of Inspector. They have announced 2 new character cast members, and one of them, Yuki Onna, is going to be voiced by Aoyuki, so being a big Aoyuki fan here, super excited for that. They also released a visual for the show, which does look like that particular character is kind of highlighted in the key visual for it. So again, wasn't my favorite show. I had a lot of promise around it, and I kind of like certain aspects of it, so I'll definitely be looking forward to a second season. We also got some additional information out of Spy X Family, this kind of joint venture between Wit Studio and Cloverworks, which is like 2 really big studios, obviously. Well, Cloverworks is getting up there. The last couple of years has been pretty crazy for Cloverworks. But no, Spy X Family is going to be premiering on April 9th. They have just announced. They have also released a new key art, which looks really great. It's definitely a series that I'm looking forward to. Kind of like at face value, this is a cute little family, but underneath there's like a spy and all this kind of stuff. It looks like a lot of fun, and I'm definitely looking forward to it. And like I said before, Cloverworks doing some really incredible stuff. It's really nice to see them kind of jump out there and do something like this. Now, they are also doing Konichi Tsubaki, which is going to be another work they'll be working on, but it seems like they're okay with at least their multiple teams to work on multiple things each season, so hopefully it works out for them. And for our last piece of news, Akuma-kun. This is a series that we talked about getting another adaptation. Apparently, this is going to be worldwide on Netflix in 2023, as announced by Netflix. So fans of that series definitely look forward to that coming back. Unfortunately, this is a franchise that's been around for a long time. I haven't really checked anything out around it, but I am excited to see what they could do with the series going forward. That's it. That's all the news. Just a really quick video to jump in here and really just cover Mushoku Tensei, because I knew that would be something I need to cover, even though it's my day off. But definitely let me know in the comments down below. Are you excited for the next season of Mushoku Tensei? Are you excited that it's a season and not a movie? Were you expecting a movie? Definitely let me know down in the comments. Are you excited for Classroom Elite? Definitely let me know what's exciting for that series to you. I'm definitely interested to hear you guys' feedback. As always, if you like this video, hit that like button down below, comment, let me know what you thought of the video, subscribe if you haven't already, share this video if you can, support us on Patreon through our tips link in the description below. We definitely appreciate everybody that does, and y'all take care.